What's up, you guys? This is Herpy, and today I'm bringing you my Halloween special. And because it's Halloween today, and possibly yesterday for some of my viewers, I thought it might be cool to kind of bring you guys a team that's kind of Halloween based with a lot of spooky things, like a lot of ghost Pokemon, a lot of dark Pokemon as well. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. My opponent's gonna be Fierce Bird of Flame, or FenixFire, as some of you guys might know him as. He's a really excellent battler, really cool guy. He was in the Sock Talk about a few weeks ago, so yeah, he's a really cool guy, and I just thought it might be fun to do a Halloween battle with him. He actually brought some poison Pokemon along with his kind of Dark and Ghost theme team, and yeah, the fact that I didn't bring a poison type kind of screwed me over. Just saying, but not going to spoil anything right now, but you will see what happens in this battle. Definitely the biggest problem with this battle is that stupid Mana Buzz on his side. I'll explain why, and you will see why that Mana Buzz is annoying. So, I'm going to start with my Sableye. He's going to start with his Crocodile, and he obviously doesn't want to stay in on a Sableye because he doesn't want to take a Will-O-Wisp from me. So he's going to go into his Clefairy to take the Will-O-Wisp. I'm just going to play it safe. I'm not really going to over-predict because Crocodiles are extremely dangerous, and because my team does have a lot of Ghost Pokemon, I really don't want to risk anything yet. So I'm going to go into my Mana Buzz because I figured that the taunt is way too obvious, so he's most likely going to go for his Shadow Ball if he is, like, you know, the Calm Mind or Nasty Plot set that most Clefairy are. So, like I thought he would, he did go for a Shadow Ball, and now he's going to switch out and go into his Beedrill. And I really wasn't sure what to expect from my Beedrill because I never see a Beedrill ever. But the main problem is that my Mana Buzz doesn't have an attacking move. I'm like a sub Roost Toxic Whirlwind set, so yeah, that definitely cost me a little bit not having an attacking move, because right then I could have just gone for a Brave Bird, killed off his Beedrill, which is really unfortunate because his Beedrill is going to be able to set up a layer of Toxic Spikes. But now he's going to go into his Crocodile, go for a Stone Edge and break my sub, which is kind of unfortunate, but I do get the Toxic on this Crocodile, which is always nice because I definitely want some residual damage on this Crocodile, so that way it can't really stay in too much. But now he's going to switch out and go back into his Beedrill, knowing that I can't do anything, but I'm going to go into my Dusclops thinking that he might stay in and go for a Stone Edge. So he definitely had the better matchup here because he's finally going to set up his last layer of Toxic Spikes, which is a bit unfortunate, but I am going to get the Will-O-Wisp on the Beedrill, which is pretty nice because I know Beedrills tend to be physical, like with this U-turn, which basically does nothing to me. So now he's going to go into his Clefairy again. I'm going to go for a Nightshade just to do some damage to anything because my Dusclops is like a 2 status thing with Pain Split and Nightshade. So I'm going to go back into my Mana Buzz because I know I can wall him. He actually reveals to me he has Rest, so basically that burn really didn't do anything to him. And now I know he's going to switch out, and he actually switches out into his Mana Buzz by whirlwind him right back out into his Clefairy, which is kind of funny. And I really should have gone for a Toxic because then I would have Toxic that freaking Mana Buzz, and that would have made my life so much easier, but alas, I could not. But anyways, I'm going to go into Mismagius. I go for a Trick. I don't know why. I might have predicted like a switch or something, but I should have just gone for a Shadow Ball here and killed his Clefairy. I really don't know why, because I'm Specs. I should have been able to kill him with a Shadow Ball. I was really stupid. But here, this is where it gets weird, okay? So I go for Nasty Plot, but he's going to switch into his Crocodile. So right here I'm thinking, okay, he's probably going to go for a Pursuit, but I'm going to take the risk and I'm going to switch out because he probably thinks I know I'm going to stay in thinking that he's going to go for the Pursuit. So I'm going to go into my Mana Buzz, but he predicts my entire mind and goes for a freaking Stone Edge knowing my Mana Buzz is coming, but he misses, which is very lucky on my part. So yeah, and he misses again too, which is even funnier. So yeah, that was like some insane prediction. I don't know how Fierce Bird of Flame knew that. He's just a psychic, I'm telling you. So he's gonna miss a Stone Edge yet again, which is kind of funny, and I'm just gonna be able to. I thought he was going to hit the Stone Edge this time, so I was going to go for another sub just to keep stalling out the Toxic on this Crocodile, which is definitely taking its toll. But now he's going to switch out into his own Mana Buzz, and I should have gone for a freaking Toxic. I don't know what I'm thinking, because now I see that he has Taunt, and I'm like, shit, this sucks. Like, I can't do anything to this freaking Mana Buzz because my entire team relies on status stalling, and I really don't have anything that can like dent this stupid bird. So I'm like, shoot, what can I do? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna switch out, go into my Dusclops, and here whoa. The screens are blue now. That's very odd. I don't know why that is. But anyways, he's gonna go for a toxic, knowing I'm gonna switch out, but thank God my Duskclops is already toxic. But he goes for a taunt again, and I can't use a pain split, which really sucks. I probably should have just gone for a Nightshade knowing that the taunt was coming, but here he knows I'm gonna switch out again, so he goes for another taunt on my Sableye, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, FenixFire, come on man, give me a break. So he's gonna go for a Brave Bird. I'm just gonna go for a Nightshade just to do like a little bit of damage because I know he's gonna have to roost eventually, and I really need to seize the opportunity when he roosts. But anyways, I'm gonna go back into my Dusclops again because I need to fodder something out because I really need a safe switch into my Sableye to scare out this Mana Buzz because my Sableye does have Prankster. I know I can outspeed him, go for a priority taunt, which will definitely render his Mana Buzz useless. So here I'm actually gonna go into my Liepard. Scare him out. I don't know why I didn't go to Sableye, but either way, Liepard's gonna scare him out. I'm gonna go for a Swagger, but I do miss here, which is kind of unfortunate. But here, I know he's probably predicting my switch in the Mana Buzz, so I stay in to take the Stone Edge like a beast, and I'm gonna go for a foul play and kill his Krookodile, which is really nice. Now he's gonna go into his Beedrill. He's gonna go for a Protect, which I really didn't see coming because I didn't think he has Protect, but apparently he does, so that's really unfortunate. So either way, I'm gonna go into my Honchkrow now, and he's gonna go for a U-turn and U-turn right out and go into his Quillfish. And man, this Quillfish is annoying as well because he has Intimidate, but I know he's gonna switch out, so I'm gonna go for a Tailwind just to make sure I can outspeed that stupid Quillfish. Brave Bird does a little over 50%. With the Intimidate, which isn't that bad. But then I forgot Quillfish has Aqua Jet, and I'm like, this sucks. I'm like getting destroyed right now. But now I go to Miss Magius. I thought he might switch out into his Mana Buzz, so I go for a Hidden Power Fighting, but it doesn't really work out too well. But yeah, and he gets a crit with a Poison Jab, which kinda sucks. You'll see what happens later on. But anyways, I thought he might go switch again, but then I'm now I'm just playing stupid because now FenixFire has already like destroyed my mindset right now, and like, damn it, this sucks. So I'm gonna go back into Mana Buzz now because I know I can take any hit. And now he switches out and go to his Absol, and I'm like, Absol. Wish I still had like my Will-O-Wisper. Actually, wait, I still do have Sableye. What am I talking about? But anyways, I'm gonna go for a Toxic, but he has a Lumberry, and I'm like, okay, can you make my life even worse, FenixFire? Come on now. Superpower doesn't even do 50%, which is really funny considering that he went for a Sword Stance. But anyways, I'm finally gonna get the second Toxic on his Absol, which is pretty much gonna render his Absol basically useless. He's gonna go for another Sword Stance while I'm gonna go for a Roost. Basically get back all my HP that he's ever done to me. And I know the superpower won't do that much to me, but he's actually gonna go for a second Sword Stance. I'm not sure why, but either way, I'm gonna sub-stall him now because I do have a sub, and every time he's gonna break my sub, I can easily just go for another sub and just keep repeating the process until the Toxic wears him down. I really don't like stalling, but I'm like basically have to do this now because I lost because that freaking Mana Buzz, you know? So, yeah, so now I'm finally gonna go for another Toxic, or Substitute, and his Absol is almost gonna die to Toxic, but that's okay, because after he breaks my sub, I'm gonna go for a Roost, get back, like, all my HP, which is really nice. And, yeah, so thank God the Absol finally died. Now he's gonna go into a stupid Mana Buzz, gonna go for a Taunt, and I'm like, ugh, God, damn it, this sucks. So right now, I'm trying to think of what I can do. I realize that my Mana Buzz isn't very useful anymore as long as his Mana Buzz is there. And I really can't get rid of it unless I have my Sableye out. But the problem is that I know he's gonna know when my Sableye is gonna come out, and as soon as he taunt my Sableye, I'm basically screwed. So I really need to just fodder out my Mana Buzz right now, and that was basically my only choice. I also don't want Sableye to be taking, you know, Brave Bird damage as well, so because I won't live 2 Brave Birds, which is also another problem. So I figured that sacrificing my Mana Buzz right here is basically my only option. So I'm just gonna keep going for struggles while he just finishes me off in a very, very cruel way. Guess that's why he's called Cruella. That's such a stupid joke. Anyways, yeah, so finally my Mana Buzz finally dies, and I'm gonna get a safe switch into my Sableye. He's gonna switch out knowing the taunt is coming. He's gonna go back into his Beedrill, and I'm just going to go for a taunt. I really can't play risky anymore. I really can't predict, but I'm going to go for a recovery, get back most of the HP he did to me, while he's going to go for a U-turn. And if I had Stealth Rocks in this game, I would have helped so much in this battle. You have absolutely no idea how much it would have helped. But anyways, he's going to go back. Now he's going to switch out, go into his Quillfish, possibly predicting taunt, which is a good play on his part. And now I really want to get this thing burned because I know he's a physical attacker. So he's going to switch out back to his Beedrill knowing that the Will-O-Wisp is coming. And basically he's just stalling my Toxic, and I'm like, oh my god, you're like, I'm ready, like, I'm like panicking. I don't know what to do because he's just mind gaming me like a beast. Now he's going to go for another U-turn, get more switch initiative, and go back into his Cruella now, knowing that I'm extremely low HP. And now he's going to switch out again, go back into his Quillfish. I think maybe predicting my Miss Magius switch, and I do go for back into my Miss Magius now. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball. But he gets a crit on Aqua Jet, and I'm like, that's kind of unfortunate. And that's where that kind of like crit from the Poison Jab a long time ago really would have helped a little bit, but anyways, I missed the Will-O-Wisp here, which is kind of annoying, and he carries taunt on this freaking Quillfish also, and I'm like, man, this sucks. Like, you carry taunt on like everything, and basically I'm screwed. I don't have a chance. I got taunted. My Sableye can't do anything, so anyways, that was a really good game, FenixFire. I definitely learned to carry a Poison type on my team and to carry Stealth Rocks because that definitely would have helped in this battle, without a doubt. But I still had a really fun time, like, you know, making a little Halloween-themed team. It was pretty fun. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this battle. And, yeah, I'll leave a link to Fierce Word of Flames channel. You probably already subscribed to him. If you're not, shame on you. So, yeah, so go ahead, check out his channel once this battle is done. I think he did a Halloween special, if I'm not mistaken, or is about to. I don't know, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go trick-or-treating now. See you guys later.